I probably did like 10 interviews in the past 2 weeks. Didn't get not one job. All right, what's going on, everyone? I'm Darren, and this is the Woke Spokesman Show, where we'll be talking about issues going on in the media, hot topics. On this channel, we'll also be doing reaction videos to news clippings, racial injustice situations, a lot of things that's going on in the world right now, like the real stuff. So you're welcome here. My only wishes is that you keep it respectful, you know, share your opinions in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe. This is a new channel, so we're just trying to welcome people in, like-minded people, people that are really like socially connected, intelligent people. This is where we're gonna gather. Doesn't matter the race, your skin color, your background, anything, man. This is a diverse channel, and right now you rocking with the Woke Spokesman. I appreciate y'all for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for future uploads. We plan on really taking this channel far. The goal right now is 1 million subscribers. I know that's like kind of far-fetched right now. We're starting from the bottom, but hey, man, you got to set high goals for yourself. And, it's a lot going on in this world. And I'm the Woke Spokesman, so I'm going to bring it straight to you, man. I want to briefly give you an introduction on who I am. Like I said, my name is Darren, Los Angeles, California, native, born and raised in South Central. Grew up in a grimy hood, seen a lot of stuff, a lot of crazy things probably I shouldn't have seen growing up in that era. And just been, trying to find my way out here in California, LA to be specific. It's really diverse. It can be a crazy place. I know a lot of you guys watch the news and see what's going on with the homelessness and just the transients and a lot of the robberies and home invasions and just, the political system, the way things are being ran by the city council. I grew up in the midst of all of those things. So where I'm at now in life, I got 2 kids, a boy and a girl. I won't disclose their age because that's not really important. But at one point, I was a single father, and I had to find my way and provide for my daughter. And by the graces of God, it was a struggle, but I was able to provide a decent living for her, make sure she had food on her plate and clothes on her back. And I'm thankful for that. So, really, like, I've been trying to hit at this YouTube thing for a while, just try to put out good pieces of content. I'm really into reaching the people, understanding what topics are important, what's going on, trying to shed light on things that's going on in the world. Maybe some other people aren't really aware of or educated on. I'm at that age now where it's like I have to hone in on my craft and make something out of this because a lot of times I'm often all over the place. I had ADHD as a kid, so that kind of affected me in my teenage years. Even back then, as an adolescent, as an adult, I kind of been cool, just on a straight and narrow path, hustling, working. I got my mind focused on my goals and where I want to be. I'm locked in on this Woke Spokesman tip. This is the new brand. Got my youngsters, they still coming of age, so we just want to make something and leave something behind, leave a legacy behind for the children. So in between doing the YouTube thing, Also have little side jobs that I work, ride share, Uber Eats. My 9 to 5 was being a caregiver, taking care of elderly and disabled, but that started to kind of go awry once the clients started to pass away and get put into rest homes, and a lot of them be on a power trip, so they'll like to fire you at the drop of a hat. So just been doing the food deliveries and doing the passengers, but it's like that really don't click sometimes, man. It's the pay sucks. It's hard to really buy groceries and gas and pay your bills with one little income from that. They know what they doing, they bird feed you. So I did that for about 10 years straight. And now I'm looking at it like it's time to get out because this ain't really clicking. And I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. Sometimes we move to a different situation, and then the bills get expensive. Car notes is going up, the car insurance going up. Sometimes I'll get on Indeed and ZipRecruiter and all of those other sites and put in some apps, just looking for a job. And I mean, you have little hits here and there. You may get you a little interview you got high hopes for, and then it just falls through. So that's really been what's going on lately. It's just been a lot of hit and misses, and a lot of my time's being wasted putting into these job applications and these interviews. And it's like you think you got all your ducks in a row, and then they just cut you short. They don't even welcome you back for a follow-up interview or a second interview or offer you the position. Mind you, I'm not applying for no real high rank top level jobs. I'm applying for some penny ante rinky dink type of jobs just so I can have a little 9 to 5, a part-time job, and stay focused on my grind, my content, and my craft. So it's like it's a slap in the face knowing you trying to start off on a mid-tier low scale and they don't even give you the position. That's like a waste of time, bro. So I came to this crossroads where it's like, am I going to continue to put myself through this, or am I going to try something different, you know? Try XYZ instead of all this other stuff that we used to and that's getting pushed on us. So that's where I'm at now. So the caregiving wasn't clicking. Some of the people, they want you to change diapers and wipe their butts. That's cool if you're a nurse and all, but I'm not a nurse. I don't really care to be wiping no grown man backside and doing all that stuff, cleaning up throw up and dumping urine. And then it was like with the food deliveries and the passengers, that's a dead end job, man. There's people doing that every day, all day, not making a dime. So I'm letting all that stuff go. I'm quitting all of that. And I'm seeing Uber drivers, getting robbed and losing their lives, just trying to provide a service to random folks. Like, why a random person think they can get in your car and really play with you like that? Folks is nuts, man. So I gotta let that go. So I'm here to tell y'all I'm quitting all my day jobs. And I'm gonna lock in with this content stuff because that's the thing that I believe in the most. I'd rather bet on myself than work for Uber or Lyft or DoorDash, and they paying crumbs and peanuts all day to people, man. They don't even respect their own workers to give you something where you can survive off of. They want you to jump out there every day and go make $40, $50. It's like, do that make sense? I have to sit back and ask myself that, man. So it's a wrap. No more caregiving, no more Uber, no more Lyft, none of that. None of that. I had some decent days. I made $80 yesterday. But guess what? I had to drive back and forth from LA to Wilshire, and I was all the way up on Sunset where the celebrities come out here and they dwell. They go out there and take little selfies and say, "Oh, we're in LA." Nigga, you in freaking Sunset, West Hollywood, damn near, man. You ain't in no goddamn LA. Cut that out. So let's get to the meat and potatoes, man. What's really going on out here on this job scene? What really pushed me to this point? Because it's not just the jobs I was already working. I'm not even applying for no more jobs like that right now, man, because I'm not seeing the results. And what led me to this, I had 5 interviews in 3 days. They doing the interviews on Zoom now. Yeah, they treating us like cattle. I ain't never had a joint interview or a group interview, bro. If it was a group interview, we all getting hired. Now, they putting you in the interview and it's competition. They got you side by side with a guy you don't even know from a can of paint. And they both bouncing questions off of y'all, and they write notes right in your face, and they trying to see who got the best responses. Man, this is new to me, man. This new generation is whack. They crazy, bro. If they think I'm gonna sit here and put myself through that, like I'm not competing with some punk I don't even know, and he don't know me, and the employer don't even know neither one of our services or capabilities. Like that's weird, bro. So I did the group interview, and that was crazy. They did the same thing, man. They cutting corners. They don't want to give people the time of day to really sit them down and get to know them individually no more. They putting like 5 people in a group Zoom, then they ask you some bogus question. They say, okay, write their little notes and go to the next person, ask them a random dumb question. That's what they doing out here, man. It's nasty, bro. So so boom, I went through that process. I probably did like 10 interviews in the past 2 weeks. Didn't get not one job, not one call back. I said, man, this is wow, bro. But I know what it is. They race baiting. They don't want to hire the blacks. They on that type of shit. Somebody in the back office pushed the button in all the offices across the board because I hear this same cliche shit. Oh man, it's rough out here right now. They always say that. You probably heard this too. Oh, it's not just you. It's rough for everybody. By everybody, they mean all the blacks. Because if you was a 5'5" brunette Asian broad between 25 and 35, you going to get that job. They might hire you on the spot. But for the black males between 25 and 45, they gonna show you the door. And that's facts. Big facts. And I ain't the one. Cause I come in there and I run the whole office. I run the whole show and they can smell it on you. You don't want to know about my last interview. I was suited to the nines. I had the collar shirt buttoned all the way up to my Adam's apple. I had the freaking blazer on, blue collar shirt, bro, with the specs. You know what I'm saying? Had the hair laid, professional. I was the most professional one in the interview. I did not get the call back. And what hurts, what adds injury to insult, that was the second time I interviewed for that job in 3 months. And the first time they just hung up in my face and then texted me and said, we moved past your interview. We moved past your application. I'm like, what the fuck? What did y'all call me for? Shit. So this time I did everything right and boom, just blew up on me. Anyone finding luck getting a job out there that's black, man, salute. Hats off to you. Congratulations. But in LA, certain cities, California, it's something going on, man, in these back offices, man. Something going on in the HR because they done made the decision like, why are y'all having all these openings, conducting all of these goddamn interviews, but you ain't hiring no blacks? What in the hell is going on in this world, man? This is the highlight of my video. I want y'all to know this, man. What I've been experiencing, what I've noticed is sheer ignorance. It's straight out like we going back to the 1950s or some shit. And why? We in 2025. Like everybody's supposed to be living, making money, providing for their family, thriving. They trying to set us back. They don't want the black man to have nothing. They want us to sink and drown, bro. For real, you better wake up. Like they were saying, you better get your CDLs. Well, that's a wrap. They saying truck drivers is losing their jobs. It ain't no freight to move. Tariffs got the game messed up. So it's ugly out here, man. You better have a strong head on your shoulders, man. You better have a lot of willpower. You better have a serious grind, some side hustles, something, some money stacked up somewhere, something, man. Inherit some land, something, bro. Cause right now, they not playing, man. And I got invited to a few interviews where they really wanted to hire me on the spot, but it wasn't nothing that I wanted to do. It was like Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes and shit like that. These fake marketing companies where they call you and they say, oh, you gonna go door to door with a tablet and you gonna advertise these services to people's houses and you gotta get a sale and it's only commissions based. Nigga, do it look like I want to take the risk of going door to door and hoping and banking on a sale just to make a check? I need some guaranteed money, bro. My insurance company ain't calling me saying, okay, you can make your payment if you make a sale at your job. Nah, they want that $350 every month. So it's like that type of job wasn't for me. And I already read the play. Y'all want to know the play? All right, here we go. The play was, they said every sale you make, each transaction with each new customer converted, that's $200 from the marketing firm that we working for. So whoever we working for, whoever's advertising with us, that's $200 they send to the office for each new customer. But $100 goes to the person that actually closed the deal, and the other 100 goes to the office. So it's like, who is that $100 going to, bro? And then I found out each office is ran by a head manager, someone that worked his way up the ladder, and they open their own office. So you hire me to go out here in the field and walk through the legwork all day, and I close the deals, and you get half? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. That's that bull crap. I already seen the play. I never seen a job where you can come in at entry level as a start out employee. You're not salary, you still commission, and then in 3 weeks, they said in 3 weeks you can move up to an assistant manager. In 3 weeks, you ain't even passed probation. You ain't even passed 90-day probation, bro. How is you an assistant manager in 3 weeks? And in 2 months, you're a regional manager. Anytime you go to a job and they start drawing shit like this on the paper, triangles, that's a pyramid, man. Cut it out. I ain't going for that. Oh, damn pyramid scheme job, man. I can't do that, bro. That's a dead end job. They gonna use you as a mule. So I already seen the inner workings of that type of position, these fake marketing jobs. Like to me, marketing is really having a laptop, going over the analytics, having a source or a platform where you're gonna stream these ads or really advertise for the people that's coming to you for the marketing. Not just walking door to door, begging people for sales, taking chances. Man, people getting their damn heads blown off walking door to door right now. Why would I want to put myself through that? So, man, kudos to whoever doing that type of marketing. But I'm from the old school. I'm into like real like digital marketing, social media marketing, shit, blasting things out, do an email blast. What's wrong with that? The game is weird right now, man. So as blacks, it's time that we actually sit down and map things out during this climate of being thrown on the back burner, being ignored, having our skills swept under the rug, being neglected by the higher ups during this period. What's the next plan? What's your backup plan? Let me know your backup plan in the comments section. How many interviews have you been on where you got denied? How many jobs did you know you had it in the bag and it was something that you were really qualified for, but you got thrown to the wayside? They picked another lesser qualified employee that was probably the safer choice. So we have to really figure this out. What's plan B, C, X, Y, Z? Because plan A seems to not be working right now. Plan A is X'd out. What's really the plan? What's the business plan? Is it gonna be investing? You're gonna try some dividend paying stocks. You're gonna try to invest in a CD that may mature over time and grow your money. Let me know your ideas, because I got a few ideas, but I like to really go over it and discuss it with like-minded people that really can further the plan and bring it to fruition. So it's a lot going on, man. I know we can't go back to what we were doing and keep making the same mistakes and going down that same path of just making it paycheck to paycheck. Men, women, people with like-minded thoughts and philosophies, you're welcome to share your ideas here. You won't be shamed, you won't be shunned, ignored. I'm here, man. I'm here for you. The woke spokesman's got your back. Believe that. Right now, man, to me, it seems the only thing that's really hidden for people like me in this situation is content creation. You know, it's a way to kind of have an outlet, really like put your pieces together, spread your message, and reach the people and possibly get your worth out of it. But a lot of things are uncertain right now in this world. So that's going to conclude our discussion for today. You can look forward to seeing me on a daily basis because this is all I have to do now. And we're going to have different topics. This video was just a brief introduction on who I am, what my mission plan is, and what's really going on with where I'm trying to take this content and really present to you my ideas. So I appreciate you for watching. Thank you. Share the video. Please do make sure you subscribe and like the video. We're looking for more growth. We need more moderators and editors, camera people, equipment. So I just want to thank you all for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And I appreciate all of y'all, man. It is very Very serious out here. So serious times. We need to have some serious conversations every now and then. You have any content or any headlines, anything you like to bring to my awareness, hit me in the email, hit me in the comments, share something, tag me in something. I'm going to start an Instagram so we can all keep in touch. And I appreciate every one of y'all. Thanks for watching. Remember to stay woke. It's the Woke Spokesman Show. And I'm going to get up out of here. Peace. Yeah.